United States gets 84% of its total energy from oil, coal, and natural gas, all of which are fossil fuels. I pulled this quote from nas.edu, which is an academic site. Now 84%, I think that makes it pretty obvious that we're dependent on fossil fuels right now. And they heat our homes, help us drive our cars, they power our industries in America. With the supply of fossil fuels lowering and the negative impact on our world from the use of fossil fuels becoming more evident, I think it's time that we need a solution. One solution I propose that could help ease us out of the energy crisis comes in the form of solar energy, which is a renewable form of energy. I just want to discuss the problems that we face right now with fossil fuels, how solar energy could be one part of the solution and helping solve those problems, and the results it could bring. So let's move on to some of the current issues that need to be solved. So right now, with fossil fuels destroying our planet, we need a new source of clean and renewable energy. And according to energy.gov, in the past 20 years, nearly 3/4 of human-caused emissions come from the burning of fossil fuels. And by burning these fossil fuels for energy, we release harmful chemicals into the air that we all breathe. I'll list some of these: carbon monoxide, nitrogen oxide, sulfur oxides, and hydrocarbons. Now, in turn, these gases not only damage our physical health, they also affect our environment. These gases have led to increased global warming, which I'm sure you've all heard of. Global warming has caused our temperatures to increase, which has caused more severe storms, droughts, and flooding of coastal areas and rivers due to the rising sea levels from the melted ice caps north and south. Now, according to an article by Bill McKibben labeled Climate Change in the 2013-2014 McGraw-Hill Social Problems book, models have begun to show that after a certain point, almost everyone on this planet will be affected by climate change. So it's time to stop this and move on to something better. And even though fossil fuels have been great for mankind and getting us to where we are today, I think we should just take a step forward. What better source of clean energy is there than the sun itself? All forms of energy on Earth originated from the sun. And according to energyhog.org, the average household spends more than $5,100 on all energy costs in the year 2007. With the rise of gas prices, among other things, I'm sure that number has increased also. With the use of solar panels on roofs, you can avoid using fossil fuel provided energy in your home, and in the long run, these panels pay for themselves. Also, according to Brad Tattle, who is a journalist for Time Magazine, government incentives can take up to $10,000 off the price of installing solar panels for home use. And that's just the federal government. The state government can also provide incentives. Now, all of these solutions listed are great for your pocket, but what about the environment? Well, it does take the use of energy to create the panels, but it is otherwise clean. And by then placing them on roofs or in barren deserts, you're keeping your physical print low. Last but not least, the use of solar panels could increase our dependence from other countries. For example, the U.S. Energy Information Administration states on their website, EIA.gov, that we rely on Saudi Arabia alone for 13% of our crude oil and petroleum use. And surprisingly, we rely on Canada for those two for 25% of it. And even though the solution sounds great, of course there are skeptics. And one main point from the skeptic's point of view is that by pushing towards solar energy, we're going to lose a lot of jobs in our other energy fields. But actually, we're going to need a lot more jobs in pushing for the solar energy. We would need more people to mine for the materials, such as silicone and the panels. We need engineers to design more panels, factories to build them, the list goes on. And in fact, on UCLA's college website, they state in an article that if LA County installed just 5% of its total rooftop solar capacity, it would create around 28,700 jobs alone. With the benefits, imagine how it could be. You can just visualize the money you could save in the long run from going for that. And I'm not saying money is happiness in this, I'm just saying that using solar panels on your home, that's going to take some stress off of you while saving you money at the same time, because you're not going to have to worry about paying for that electric bill every month. Also, it would create a cleaner earth, and by saving money, you could help pay for a college education for yourself or your kids, buy things you want instead of paying that electric bill like a new TV or something. And okay, with my proposal stated, hopefully some of you believe solar energy could help us out a little bit. I showed you the problems, told how they could be solved with solar energy, and also let you in on the results. So now that I've raised your awareness on the issue, I want you to in turn do your part. And I'm not saying deck your house out with solar panels, but maybe spread the awareness a little bit so people realize how bad fossil fuels are. Anything would help us take this step forward. Thank you.